There's a poster I've come across that proclaims, "All I really need to know I learned in kindergarten." It contains a great list of things that you learned in kindergarten that will serve you throughout your life, although maybe a bit too much is made of what we learned from the little seed in the styrofoam cup. But beyond that, there are some really sound lessons to keep in mind that we learned when we were really young and in school. Although I do have to admit that it is kind of depressing to think that 18 years of education after kindergarten were wasted, given that all I really needed to know was acquired in year one. This list led me to think about another fundamental learning activity of our youth, the building of a pillow fort, or otherwise known as a blanket fort. I don't know if the building of a pillow fort is a global phenomenon. I would like to imagine kids, no matter where they live, engaged in building these pillowy safe havens. If for some reason you don't know what a pillow fort is, you can go to Pillow Fort Frequently Asked Questions, where it defines a pillow fort as a magical space created by arranging pillows and blankets to build cozy hideaways. The FAQ list also lets you know, in case you were wondering, that you can join your child in the pillow fort. It is, in fact, a safe place for kids, and that you shouldn't make the pillow fort a permanent fixture in your home. To be honest, I don't know if these are, in fact, frequently asked questions by people regarding pillow forts. I find it a little hard to imagine that there are people wondering if it's okay to decorate the fort and feel the need to ask someone's advice on the matter. While there may be very little that we can find agreement upon today, we can all agree that we love the pillow fort. So important is the pillow fort that the world record for a pillow fort was set in 2024 by scout troops in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. This particular pillow fort measured 12,290.12 square feet, taking 4.5 hours to build. Keep in mind that a very large home would be over 3,000 square feet, and you can get a sense of the scope of the structure. Back to our more run-of-the-mill pillow forts. Beyond being a great way to occupy your kids and kill time, the Pillow Fort also has a number of educational benefits. Let's take a look at some of them. The first benefit is imagination and creativity. We are naturally creative and have vivid imaginations as children. This is something, unfortunately, that we tend to lose as we get older. Building a pillow fort allows us to imagine something out of nothing, creating a space in which we use a vision to guide us. It's a way of letting our creativity take root and manifest itself in something that we're able to accomplish on our own. Which leads us to the second lesson, which is innovation and problem solving. If innovation is about connecting dots, then building a pillow fort is literally connecting structural dots in new ways. We have to innovate solutions to challenges that arise during the building process. Also, things fall down, they don't work out as planned, and they need to be fixed. We will have to create remedies through improvisation. This is something that will serve us well no matter what we're tackling in our lives. Third, we can learn a lot about engineering through the building of a pillow fort. Michael Lepik, a professor of civil and environmental engineering, said the following, quote, "The first thing you do is test the building materials." He makes them with his nephews, William 8 and Andrew 5, first going around the house gathering materials, separating heavy from light. That way, he said, they can learn about and follow the most basic design principle, heavy stuff on the bottom, lightest on the top. If you look at kids' toys, it's clear that kids love to build, whether Lincoln Logs, erector sets, Legos, even video games. I mean, it's not surprising that games like Minecraft, The Sims, and other construction-based video games attract our interest. An idea created and nurtured is then externalized for the world, or at least ourselves, to see and take pride in. And if you're not a civil engineer, there are a surprising number of websites with instructions on how to build the pillow fort. It does make me wonder how we got by before the internet was there to teach us how to stack pillows and blankets properly. These kids today don't know how good they have it. Fourth, we have collaboration. When building something with someone else, as often is the case with a pillow fort, the process of construction also helps with developing the ability to collaborate with other people. Compromises might have to be made, ideas shared and voted on, even vetoed. Agreement has to be fostered and nurtured. Teamwork has to be achieved. Getting kids to work together on a shared activity is a great way to build collaboration. Finally, Having a pillow fort promotes self-soothing and self-care. Kids like pillow forts because it provides a place where they can decompress. It's a way of shutting the world out. And this is a good life skill as things don't get less stressful as you get older, as we all know. Whether it be a man cave or whether it be a she shed, places that block out the world can be vital to maintaining and nurturing our mental health. Now, just in case you think that building a pillow fort is something just for kids, there is a post in Reddit Cozy Place by user Gamash1 showing a pillow fort complete with a plant, video game controller, lights, and pizza boxes. The post got 20,000 upvotes and 338 comments, showing that a whole lot of adults like the idea of their own pillow fort. So, share what else you might have learned by building a pillow fort when you were young or even now as an adult. Also, encourage your children to make pillow forts and maybe make one for yourself as an adult, whether you have children or not. We all need a place to hide, decompress, and feel cozy. And remember, the benefits of a pillow fort can last a lifetime.